down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. All day. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Let's go, D. Hey, let's go.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
40 got. 56 to Mike, boys.
Stafford now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
56. Here we go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Hey, 5-0. Pretty quiet, Dean. Pretty quiet.
Throwing on third down. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Chiefs play to win. Let's go. At their own 15-yard line. Check. Watch 54. We go.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Looking to throw on second down. Mariota toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Mariota now. He finds Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota got his man there complete to Gallup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now that play was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a big run that time by Bell. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Bernard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Play action now. Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. He's at the 50. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goal.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 78 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come. Hey, middle. He don't want it. A little flat.
On first down, it's Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, Bell, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Mariota flush to his right. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10.
52. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Hey.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by Bryant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Just beating the play clock. Stafford, a short throw caught by Andrews. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check nickel. Alert!
Now Stafford. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Charlie. 54. Mike, 54. Watch the pass.
So they will go for it. Stafford. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They'll run on first down. It's Bell, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. On third down, Mariota. Ebron's got it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside and have to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 yards there, first down.
Let's go, baby.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach,
and then under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Thrower, Mariota looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Set, 280. Mike's 56. I got one. 59. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
To throw on second down to Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's Stafford. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And running with power here. Edelman was the intended target. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Forced out to his left. Ebron caught left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm going to come back to you. Alert! Right there.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Mariota now to throw on first down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that's knocked away and incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
6 man. Check 32. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey. What happened?
2nd and 10. Stafford again. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
22. 22.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Monday. 10.
And that'll set him back 5.
Check, move 50. Check, watch 54. Hey. I'm going to run you over. Check 3. Drill right, 22. Check out. Easy, alert. He's coming. Pretty hot.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Going up. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go one more.
They try again with Cohen. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Davis. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
58, right over there. And middle. 58, right there. Here we go. Hey, Zoo. 59.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for.
Get that quarterback.
Draw play, Cohen. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Again, it's Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Cohen. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mariota to throw it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
56 for Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Bravo. Rip right, rip right.
Now it's Stafford. That is caught by Cohen. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady.
From the 50, it's Stafford. He's got his man. It's Andrews. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
White. Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews.
180.
Stafford. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. One last throw here for Stafford. Oh, no, he lost the football. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for the Chiefs, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA's